Hey flamingos! Hey, so as I said in our last video, I realized that last week I asked you guys to do a lot of work, and usually we take time to do our work, right? So I want you guys to take your time and take great care in what you're doing with your invention blueprints and all of your work that you're doing, right? So I wanted to take a minute and share with you again my invention blueprint for the cover rather for the blueprint for the Germo scanner. Okay, so I have here the inventor box, the architect box, the engineer box, the studio box, and the created in box, and then the title. And then this is my rendering, my very careful drawing, right? Then on the back cover, I wrote that, you know, you can look at more ideas in my invention sketchbook and learn about the human brain, right? And also inventors in history. And then I took those photographs of me and I glued them on. Or actually, I didn't take them, right? I had somebody else do it. But you can do a self-timer on a camera if you want and take your own picture. That might be a fun thing to figure out. And print out your picture and then glue it right to the back. And then we talked about patents, and I put the patent page on the back cover. So I want to give you guys a little bit more time to you know, really do your best work on the front cover and the back cover of your invention blueprints, right? Okay, and remember this one. This was the sunshine all the time convertible roof, right? This was a fun one where the roof opens up so the sun can come in. It's pretty cool. And then it could close back up when it's cold and rainy outside too, like today, right? It's pretty cold and chilly and rainy, right? So we wouldn't want the roof open today. So I read I'm Not Just a Scribble to you guys in the last video, and I wanted to read this book called The Day the Crayons Quit in this next video, because this is a really good one, The Day the Crayons Quit. And I hope it inspires you to do your very best work on the covers of your invention blueprints. And tomorrow we're going to start talking about power. We're going to talk about batteries and electricity in our next videos, okay? And structure. We're going to talk about how things are made and what structure is in our next videos. But for today, I just thought that it would be a fun thing to do some more inspiration for your renderings and all the writing you're doing. I've seen some of your writing, and my goodness, you're doing a great job. So for now, let's read The Day the Crayons Quit, and it's by Drew Daywalt. The writing is by Drew Daywalt. He authored the book, right? And then Oliver Jeffers illustrated the book, so that means he drew the pictures, right? Yep. Look at all these cool crayons. I bet you all have a lot of crayons at home, huh? Yeah. He dedicated this book to some of his friends, right? Both the author and the illustrator dedicated the book here. And the publisher is Philomel Books, an imprint of the Penguin Group. So Penguin is the publisher. Philomel Books is a part of the Penguin Group. One day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons, and he found a stack of letters with his name on it. To Duncan, it says. Hey Duncan, it's me, Red Crayon. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any of your other crayons. All year long, I wear myself out coloring fire engines and apples and strawberries and everything else that's red. I even work on holidays. I have to color all of the Santas at Christmas and all of the hearts at Valentine's Day. I need a rest. Your overworked friend, Red Crayon. What color is this? Purple. Yeah, it's purple. Purple's writing Duncan a letter too. Dear Duncan. All right, Duncan, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes and dragons and wizard hats. But it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the lines soon, I'm going to completely lose it. Your friend, very neat, colorful purple crayon. Look at that dragon, his head's upside down. What color is this? It looks brown, but you know what? It's called beige. So beige is sort of like a neutral tone, right? He's kind of a little bit of everything. He's happy and fun and just kind of like easygoing. Dear Duncan, I'm tired of being called light brown or dark tan because I'm neither. I'm actually beige and I'm proud of being beige. I'm also tired of being second place to Mr. Brown Crayon. It's not fair that Brown gets all of the bears and the ponies and the puppies, while the only things I get are turkey dinners, if I'm lucky. And maybe some wheat. And let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a kid excited about coloring wheat? Your friend, Beige Crayon. There's some wheat. So when you guys eat your sandwich at lunch, remember, when you see those little flecks of brown in the bread, that's wheat. And you could see that color here, right? Duncan, Gray Crayon here. You're killing me. I know you love elephants, and I know that elephants are gray, but that is a lot of space to color. All by myself too, Duncan. I'm gray and I have to color in this whole big thing. Oh my gosh. And don't even get me started on your rhinos and hippos and humpback whales. You know how tired I am after handling one of those big things. Such big animals. Baby penguins are gray, you know, and so are very tiny rocks. Pebbles even are gray. How about one of those? Maybe once in a while, maybe to give me a break. What do you think, Duncan? Your very tired friend, Gray Crayon. Poor Gray, he's tired. Look at all these big gray animals he's coloring. What color do you see? This page is very white. He needed a black page to write his letter to Duncan. Let's see. Dear Duncan, you color with me, but why? Most of the time, I'm the same color as the page you are using. Right there and then. I'm white. And if I didn't have black as my outline, you wouldn't even know I was there. I'm not even the rainbow. I'm not even in the rainbow. I'm only used to color snow or to fill in the empty space between other things. And it leaves me feeling, empty. We need to talk. Your empty friend, White Crayon. This is A White Cat in the Snow by Duncan. Oh. What color do you see? Black. Hi, Duncan. I hate being used to draw the outline of things. Things that are colored in by other colors, all of which think that they are the brightest color in the rainbow, all brighter than me. And it's not fair when you use me to draw a nice beach ball and then fill in all the colors of the ball with all of the other crayons. How about a black beach ball sometime, maybe? Is that too much to ask? What do you think, Duncan? Your friend, Black Crayon. Look at the black beach ball. That would be cool to play with, don't you think? Dear Duncan, as your green crayon, I am writing for 2 reasons. One is to say that I like my workloads of crocodiles and trees and dinosaurs and frogs. I have no problems, and I wish to congratulate you on a very successful coloring things green career so far. The second reason I write to you is for my friends, Yellow Crayon and Orange Crayon. They're no longer speaking to each other, Duncan. Not at all. There's silence. Both crayons feel that they should be the color of the sun. Please settle this soon because they're driving the rest of us crazy, cuckoo banana, crazy, crazy, crazy. Your friend, Green Crayon. Well, so he he's pretty cool. He's sticking up for his friends, right? He's saying, help them. Uh-oh, here they are. Yellow crayon and red crayon. And here's the happy farm, and here's a farmer getting up his hay with his big shovel, and here's another farmer gathering her chickens, right? A tree and clouds and a pig and chickens, and there's the barn, not colored yet, but then there's the sun. And it looks like it's yellow, but I think the red wants a turn. Let's see. Dear Duncan, yellow crayon here. I need you to tell orange crayon that I am the color of the sun. I would tell him, but we're no longer speaking. And I can prove I'm the color of the sun too. Last Tuesday, you used me to color in the sun on your Happy Farm coloring page there, yeah? And in case you've forgotten, it's on page 7, and you can't miss me. I'm the shining one shining down brilliantly on a field of yellow corn. Your pal and the true color of the sun, yellow crayon. Last Tuesday it was sunny here too, and that's when it turned a little bit rainy here in Austin, right on Wednesday. And yeah, if you looked at the sun, it kind of looked white, didn't it? Looked yellowy white. A little bit of red in there maybe if you got really close, maybe. Let's see what red has to say. Here he is, or orange rather. Orange. Dear Duncan, I see yellow crayon already talked to you. Big whiner. Anyway, could you please tell Mr. Tattletale that he is not the color of the sun? I would, but you know what? We're no longer speaking. We both know that I am clearly the color of the sun because on Thursday you used me to color the sun on both the Monkey Island and the Meet the Zookeeper coloring page in your book called Day at the Zoo coloring book. Aren't you glad that I'm here? Ha, your pal and the real color of the sun, orange crayon. Oh, look at this. Even his page is blue. This one's about blue crayon. Dear Duncan, it's been great seeing being your favorite color this past year. And the year before that, and the year before that as well. I've really enjoyed all those oceans and lakes and rivers and raindrops and rain clouds and the clear skies too. But the bad news is that I'm so short and I'm so stubby, I can't even see over the railing and in the crayon box anymore. I need a break, Duncan, okay? Your very stubby friend, Blue Crayon. He's little. He was used too much, so he's worn away, right? Look at this one. This one's pink. Dear Duncan, okay, listen here, kid. You have not used me once in the past year, not once. Is it because you think that I'm a girl's color? I know it is, isn't it? Isn't it? Speaking of which, please tell your little sister that I said thank you for using me to color in her little princess coloring book. I think she did a fabulous job of staying inside of the lines. Now, Duncan, back to us. Could you please use me sometime to color the occasional pink dinosaur? Or maybe a monster or a cowboy? Goodness knows they could use a splash of pink. Your unused friend, the pink crayon. So this one, look, this is Peach. Hey, Duncan, it's me, Peach Crayon. Why did you peel off my paper wrapping? You know, Duncan, now I'm naked and I'm too embarrassed to leave the crayon box. I don't even have any underwear. How would you like to go to school naked? Super silly, super silly. I need some clothes, Duncan. Please, please help me, Duncan. Your friend, the naked Peach Crayon. Well, poor Duncan just wanted a color. And of course he wanted his crayons to be happy. And then he got an idea. Bing! Look at Duncan's envelopes here with all of the letters from all of the crayons. when Duncan showed his teacher his new picture, she gave him an A for coloring. Look at Duncan's beautiful artwork with all of the colors he carefully did so nicely. Wow. He took his time and he thought about what he was going to do, and he really did his best work. And you know what she gave him? His teacher gave him an A+ for creativity. The right side of his brain. Creativity. Look at that crayon. Look at this crayon. It has all of the colors and they're shooting out up top. So, look at Duncan's artwork here. And look at these renderings, right? I want you guys to do your very best work with your invention renderings, right? This is the sunshine all the time convertible roof, and this is the germo scanner. So I want you guys to do your very best work with your drawings, just like Duncan did, right? He used all of the colors in his crayon box, and you guys can use colored pencils, you can use markers, you can use, if your parents say it's okay, you can use Sharpies, right? Because we use Sharpies a lot in the Flamingo class. So do your very best work to make it your very best work, right? Focus, do peace and focus, and you'll do your best work. Put your mind and your heart into it, okay? Right brain and left brain. Use your creativity and your logic to make the best artwork you've ever made, okay? And then tomorrow, we're going to talk about structure. And then the next day, we're going to talk about power and electricity and batteries and everything that goes with power, okay? So for now, just take some time to complete your invention renderings and the back covers of your blueprints too, okay? All right, I love you all.